Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we are giving a voice to the people. I am super excited to see you guys, and I hope you guys have been having a great week. I know there's been a lot going on, but you know what we're going to do on the Simeon Henderson Show? We're going to open up your eyes. We're going to enlighten you. We're going to educate you and motivate you, and we're going to have a good time tonight. And it's going to be off the chain. I got a great show lined up for you today. I have an awesome special guest. He is the man, the myth, and the legend. And I hope you guys are ready to ask questions and tune in, because I got him right here for 30 minutes on the Simeon Henderson Show. So I'm going to stop bumping my gums and get ready to start this show. So you tune in and get ready. The Simeon Henderson Show is about to start now. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we are giving a voice to the people. I want to say, first off, big ups to my executive producer, Jamani and Amdi, my producer, Jose Perez, Shelton Smith, and also Darren DeShazer and Earl, the other Winfrey, at intellectualradio.com. We are streaming live on intellectualradio.com, iHeartRadio, Facebook, and YouTube, so you can tune in. And we are excited to have with us today a veteran Hollywood actor, director, and producer, Mr. Bill Duke. And Bill oh my God, he's done so much. He's been in the business for excess of 40 plus years, and he has experience on the scene as well as behind the camera. Bill Duke is best known for his starring roles in films such as Car Wash, American Gigolo, Predator, Action Jackson, Menace to Society, Get Rich or Die Trying, and a host of well-known films and television shows, Black Lightning. The list goes on and on. His acting credits he has a plethora of acting credits. And I just want to let you guys know that it's my honor, and you'll see throughout this interview why, to have him on the show. So without further ado, I want everybody to please welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, the one and the only, the legendary, the GOAT, Mr. Bill Duke.
I never heard GOAT before, but that's good. Thank you very much.
Hey, man, let me tell you, Mr. Duke, so I'm trying to stick to my script because
I understand.
It was well planned out. But, man, when I get someone like you on the show and see, people don't realize the history I have with you and between watching you and taking one of your classes, and I'll get to that later. But I want to dive right into the interview, because you're a very powerful figure in Hollywood for us, Black men. And first of all, before we go further, I want to say, go Mob.
You got it.
My Sigma.
You got it.
You see the blue and white on this. You see the blue and white that I'm rocking. It's all good.
Beautiful. Love it.
And I'll tell you this before we get started. I have something that we're going to send you. It is.
Oh, beautiful.
And on the side, it has Phi Beta Sigma, as well as my logo, Be Symbolic, for my motivational speaking, which means simply your best.
Beautiful, brother.
Send you that. And we're going to send you this, sir. We're going to send you this. Check it out. Can you see that?
Oh, yes, I can see that. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
For your wrist. We'll be sending you that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So let's get into it. Let's get into it, Mr. Duke. So welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show. And I just want to say, first of all, congratulations on 40 plus years of being in Hollywood and having success as an actor and director and as a producer. What I want to ask you, I want to start off right here. Tell us how it began and what inspired you to get into acting.
Wow. I've always been an admirer of the great Sidney Poitier.
Yes, sir.
If people don't know who he is, look him up. He is a pioneer. He was really the first Black man who really put us on the map. in terms of not only him his acting, but his dignity, his class, his style, his integrity,
Yes,
and
sir.
I always admired that. And when I was born during segregation,
Hmm.
and you know, to our people, they loved him, but he was an anomaly. So um, I went to Dutchess Community College, and I was in a play there called The Emperor Jones, and Constance Kewen, who was the teacher there, and she put me to play, and I felt something, but I didn't know, you know, how to deal with it because I never acted before. And so I went to Boston University, and I was in an English class called Chaucer, and I fell asleep for the third time. And I was Lloyd Richards was the head of the drama department at BU at the time, and my friend Israel Hicks said, "Go up and audition." I said, "I'll never get in." Went up audition, and I got in.
Wow.
And I'm glad, as I say all the time, there was no internet, there was no social media at that time, because the next semester I was dancing across a ballet with ballet tights in a ballet class. So
Wow.
I'm glad there are no pictures of that, thank God.
Because if you know if it was, we would have found them.
Oh, I know you would have. So I'm glad there were none. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So let me ask you this: as a history maker in the industry, how challenging was it when you started? Because now I go all the way back to '76 Car Wash, which is, oh my God, that was the beginning of Bill Duke, and seeing your range.
Mhm.
How challenging was it for Black actors to land roles back then?
It was extremely challenging for Black men and Black women,
Mhm.
particularly Black men that looked like me,
Okay.
tall, dark, and I was always seen as the bad guy or the villain or somebody. But the great Michael Schultz, who to this day is my hero,
Hmm.
he put me in Car Wash with the great Ivan Dixon, and then Richard Pryor and the Pointer Sisters, and it was wonderful. And George Carlin, Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
So it was a pioneering start for me, and thank to Michael to this day. I owe him a lot because he started my career really.
Wow. So what I want to ask you, and I'll ask you this question. Well, I'll say something first. So back, it's been at least 15 to 17 years now. I was at the Miami the ABF
Mhm.
in Miami. I was new to the business. I was green. I was in a movie, and I went from having two lines in the movie, and I did them so well that I ended up getting a supporting role in the movie,
Mhm.
and it went to the ABFF. And while I was down there, somebody was telling me, "You need to take Bill Duke's monologue class." And I got in there, and there was so many people there. But me being the go-getter that I am, I made sure I was one of the people that got to say my monologue for you. And I did a scene from Any Given Sunday.
Mhm.
And and you told me, you had me do it serious, emotional, like I was crying, like it was like funny. And I did it all these different ways. And I want to say this: you were the first person to tell me, I'm talking about the first big person that I ever met to tell me that I had what it takes. And
Thank
your words then, but the way, and my thing to you is the way you teach and the way you get actors to bring out the best in them
you. Mhm.
themselves, it's unprecedented. And that brings me to the next question: is I want you to talk to us about, or statement, I want you to talk to us about the phrase that you coined, edutainment. Edutainment. What does that mean to you? I get it, but I want you to tell the people, what does edutainment mean?
Edutainment to me means that if you have content um, and you want it to be distributed and marketed, um, you have to put on two hats. One is the hat of talent.
Okay.
I have passion for a story I really want to tell. It's important to me because I love it for A, B, C, D, E. But that's the edutainment educational part in the sense that you're, and it's like, how can I say this? You're you have to entertain people, but at the same time, give them some nugget of something to think about
Right.
or feel. You know, it's like it's okay to laugh, 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 and smile, 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 and it's all good, you know.
Yes.
But did I care about anybody in the? You see all these action movies,
Yes.
people being shot and cars rolling over and all of that stuff, and I appreciate those because, you know, some good action movies. But do I care about anybody that died or got shot or got exploded?
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? And so I care about Tom Cruise, but do I care about the cat? So I'm saying is that entertainment is the creation of entertainment, but at the same time, some little nugget of something in there.
Yes, sir. And
Does that
speaking of
make
that,
sense?
yes, yes. And speaking of that, everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. We have the one and the only, the legendary, I call him the GOAT, Mr. Bill Duke, right here. And segueing into that, I want to show a quick clip because he talks about the edutainment and making sure that you care about the characters and you see what's going on with them and the different levels. I want you guys to check out this clip of Mr. Bill Duke, and we'll be right back.
Stop. Take a break. And by break, I mean run your asses around this court until I get tired.
Hey, look yonder, tell me what's that you see.
There's a reason why the NBA started integrating. As the Harlem Globetrotters exhibition started going international, control. They wanted the control of a game that we played better. They invented a game on top of a game. Question is, what you gonna do? In or out?
Gotta go.
That court day,
Yeah, I am. I'm coming. I'm gonna bring you an event you won't forget.
if they come to an agreement, ain't nothing but a modern day auction. I love the Lord and all his black peoples. What happened to the other scientist that was managing the pods?
When we arrived, no one was there. Just the children in those pods.
So I guess he went to the same place as the surveillance footage and Agent Proctor. This is useless. I'm done here. You are not allowed to leave town or talk to anybody about this until the investigation is over and your access to the pods is finished.
What? Did you not hear what I said? I understand Greenlight and these children better than anyone.
You're a liar. You've been sitting here lying to me for about an hour and a half. You know you're lying, you're not going to admit it. And I don't like liars. Not because they lie, because we all lie, but because they make my job harder and I have enough cow manure to deal with than to have you make my life more difficult.
Sorry. Oh God.
Oh man, look, so it's so
They made me do it. They made me do it, man. It wasn't me. They made me do that.
it's so but the thing is this, Bill. People that see you in movies that don't know you personally
Mhm.
or have had the experience to meet you and they see that guy, they start to tremble a little bit. They start to tremble a little bit. But I noticed the levels. The first clip when you were talking to the kid about basketball, you're a
Right.
coach. I love the fact that we got to see those different nuances of you as a coach and going through those motions, and then you as this serious, FBI grilling her and just stoic and stone face. So what give the people watching some insight when it comes to the character breakdown and the decisions you make as the character?
Well, as an actor, and when I teach acting, I try to give people an understanding of just my point of view about acting. The first thing is you memorize your lines, you talk to the director, the writer, and get their vision of the scene
Yes.
and the character. And that's the easiest part. The second part is, and I always say this, is that as creative people, there's something that happens to us that's hard to explain. It's a flow of energy. You really can't explain it. If you're an athlete, for example, okay, you're playing the game, but you're better than other athletes because there's something in you that makes you, there's no obstacle, you just flow, right?
Yes, sir.
And I call it falling into darkness backward. You just trust something that some people call it God, some people call it energy, quantum physics calls it whatever, but there's something that you trust. And you may miss a line or two when you're doing it, but you're not missing the core of who that human being is. And it's a part of you, but sometimes it's not a part of you that you have to just channel or let go through you and trust yourself.
So guys, I hope you guys are taking notes. We're not gonna give you too much because we'll set up a workshop. So we'll set up a workshop so we can give you guys some more. But that the insight that you give is priceless, and that's why I was so happy when I was able to have you on the show, was because I know what comes with that, and it's just enlightening to me. So I want to ask you this question. Talk to us about how you pay it forward through the Duke Media Foundation, because you've done so much. I mean, you've been in the trenches. If there was anything to see in Hollywood or do in Hollywood or know in Hollywood, I'm pretty much thinking that you've seen it and done it.
Seen a lot.
So how do you pay it forward with the Duke Media Foundation?
It's, for me, the Duke Media Foundation is with the great help of my staff, Linda Miles and Carl Gilliard and Tizzy, and and there's so many the people that really support me and help me. It's one of the, I believe that we have to leave our children something better than what we inherited. I believe it's our personal responsibility. It's not an option. It's our personal responsibility. Right now, we are educating in some places children from high school with second grade reading skills. And how do you survive in a global economy with a second grade reading skill? You don't. It's called prison. So we try to be that gap between prison, and we require that a parent accompany the child to our sessions. We do it every season, 4 times a year. Well, not now because of COVID, unfortunately, and we have a very small class, 12 to 15 students, teaching ratio, 1 teacher to 4 students. So they're right here with you. It's not like they're back of a classroom raising a hand. No, they're right here. You're looking in their eyes and you're letting them know how much you care about them. And so we teach 2 things. Media literacy, which is for people who want to be in the industry, how we've gone from film and television to media. We're talking about, Netflix. We're talking about Amazon. We're talking about Hulu, Google. This goes on and on and on.
Yes.
And how to get into that. Then we teach financial literacy. The great Karen Clark, who's a VP over at City National Bank, the distinction between the spending of a dollar and the use of a dollar. The spending of a dollar and the use of a dollar. There's a lot of noise someplace. You hear that noise?
I can't hear it, Bill. We're good. I can't hear it.
Somebody's making a lot of noise. Okay. We teach financial literacy. For example, What is the FDIC? What is the Federal Reserve? What is the difference between a stock and a bond? What is the stock market? What is investment? What is debt? What is credit? Because if you don't know these things, you just spend. There are athletes and stars. They make over $100 million and go broke.
Yes, which is all about knowledge. That's why that financial literacy piece is so important. And I think that's one of the things that I learned, Bill, growing up, and I wrote about it in my book, is I couldn't read until I was in the 6th grade. But now I stand before you with a master's degree. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an actor. I'm learning, and I'm always trying to teach people. And that's why Recon Credit Repair is one of my sponsors. I had to learn, Bill, how to fix my credit, how to understand money. And I think, and I said this today, it's not about hard work, because if it was about hard work, I would be a billionaire. It's not about hard work. It's about the decisions we make.
Yes.
And I think that's what's so key. And that's why you're so instrumental and important, because you're educating people on a whole nother level. And for example, let's look at this. So you were appointed to you had a prestigious appointment to the National Endowment of Humanities by President Bill Clinton and the Board of California State Film Commission by Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. These things don't just happen by chance. These things happen because of your work,
Yes.
because of your drive, because of you walking in your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
How did that make you feel when you got that appointment?
It's always, recognition is always a good thing. But one of the quotes that I love is, I'm very appreciative, but if a man does not seek humility, humility will seek the man.
Wow.
So I appreciate all of those things, but I'm also very aware that I did it based on hard work and also information that I used, but that God is always in charge.
Yes. That's what I like to hear. Right
Every day.
That's what I like to hear right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
I believe that.
Yes, sir. And but it shows in your work, in your service. That's one of the reasons that you're a great Sigma, because we talk about that work for service for humanity, and being there to educate the people in our communities and looking out for our young people that's coming behind us and actually teaching them something. And I think at the beginning of all of that, the middle of all of that, and the end of all of that, it's about your faith.
Yes.
Faith, and it's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And it encompasses so much. So when you can have that faith and you can do what you need to do, you can make it. So how has the shift in Hollywood become a reflection of the sign of times?
Well, I pray that the shift goes deeper, that yes, Black Lives Matter, and there's more Black content. But I hope there comes a time when we own more.
Yes.
I hope there comes a time when, on the large scale, we can greenlight things. To a certain extent, we can now. But I would love for that to increase substantially. But I'm very appreciative of the fact that, there are more and more Black projects, Ava DuVernay and people like that who are making a difference in terms of our image and in terms of the way Spike Lee and other people who for years have battled for an equity in terms of image. And so I'm very appreciative of the fact the way things are changing, I'm hoping and praying that more occurs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm with you on that. And when we talk about different things, you did a documentary titled "Never Stop." What inspired you to create this documentary about adoption and the foster care system?
What's very well, it's not been totally finished, but my thing is, I'm very disturbed and haunted by what we're leaving our children.
Yes.
I think we have an obligation to leave them something better than what we inherited.
Yes.
And I don't know if you know this or not, but a good portion of homeless young people are from foster care because they're aged out. You know, after a certain age, you're aged out.
Yes. Yes.
And if you're not given the tools of survival, you know, your options are limited. And so I want to bring attention to this fact. And I hope that we do something, not just think it or say it, but we do something to impact it so these kids don't suffer.
Yes, sir. And that the key and what you just said is doing. And I think so many people have to understand that we can do a lot of lip service, but when you put the action to the words, and that's why it was just so funny when people ask you, like one of the main questions people ask me, why do I do the morning motivation every single day? Why have I did a motivational album that's coming out next week? Why do you do it? Why? Well, for me, the answer is simple, and I know you understand this. I have a heart and passion for people, to inspire, educate, and motivate and see people be their best. But not only am I saying it, I'm going out and I'm feeding the homeless. I'm helping the youth. I've been working in education for 20 something years now. And all of that has prepared me for where I'm sitting at now. And I just know that the best is yet to come. And God has blessed me. Like I said, sitting here with you and doing this interview with you, from going to about 15 to 17 years ago, sitting in your class and watching you in awe of this very talented man that I've watched and looked up to and gleaned from, to being able to work with you over the years and be taught by you, and now sit down and interview you. It's just a pleasure beyond me, and it's just a testament to how hard work and perseverance pays off. And God, He always make a way.
Well, you're doing God's work, and you're going to be continually blessed for that, because you're not just thinking about you. Because sometimes our folks, when they're successful, get a very contagious disease called glamnesia. It's the black man's amnesia. It's I call it glamnesia, because we forget. And they say, well, I can't help because you should pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. Well, suppose folks don't have no boots.
Come on now.
You don't have no boots, you can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps. So our children are benefiting from you, my brother, your presence, your dedication, and your devotion to not only giving back, but really contributing. And I wish more people follow your example. And please keep on keeping on. And God bless you for it. I'm serious.
And let me say this. It's because of brothers like you that I've been inspired to walk in what I'm walking in. And it's because of brothers like you that inspired me, that I've gleaned from you. And now I want to inspire others. And that's what we call the trickle down effect. And when we can do that, each one reach one, teach one, and go back to that old saying, it takes a village. And when you don't have to live in the village that you help.
That's
you
right.
Go to any village and help. And I think that's where it begins and ends. And so tell us, Mr. Duke, everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. We have the Hollywood legend, and now he has a new title, GOAT, under that. And Mr. Bill Duke, actor, director, producer, and he has his foundation, Duke Media Foundation. And tell everybody what's next for you.
Well, I'm going to be appearing in a film with the great Steven Soderbergh, and No Sudden Move, and I'm leaving for Detroit pretty soon to do that. And I have a couple of feature films that I'm developing, and that I'm trying to get those done too, directorially speaking. I want to grow my foundation so that's not just in Los Angeles, but in other major cities. I'm always looking for funding for a fund. You can go to dukemedia.org to see what we're doing. And, I just want to, how much time I have left on this planet, to contribute more, to do something that is going to impact more. Wayne Dyer, a great motivational speaker, has a saying that I embrace. He says, every day you have a choice. He said, you can be a host to God or a hostage to your ego.
Mm.
And I try every day to be a host to God.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes my ego fights, you know what I mean? Because your ego is, you know what ego stands for? EGO? Edging God out.
Wow.
Edging God out.
And we miss out a lot because of our ego.
Oh my God, yes.
Because the ego, what happens with the ego, I guess we're about to educate some people, Brother Bill. The ego, what happens with the ego, if you guys don't know this, the ego takes over and it doesn't allow you to take constructive criticism. It doesn't allow you to be taught how to do the right thing because you think you know everything. And when that happens, you miss out. And when you can put the ego to side and you can listen to somebody and you can hear, that's what my name's Simeon in the Bible, Luke, it means he who hears, and when we can hear, that's when we'll win. And Bill, I mean, you've done a tremendous amount of work, and I want you to tell viewers how they can follow you on social media and how they can get an autographed book from you, my 40-year career on screen and behind the camera, because I will be getting mine, and I'm going to make sure I send you a copy of my motivational album. It's titled Believe.
Oh, beautiful. Looking forward to it.
And it was inspired by my late great mother. But it's just about, and the first one, Believe, is for the actors, the directors, the dancers, the athletes. It's about you believing in who you are and the gift that God has given you. He's given us a talent to touch people's hearts, give them hope, make them laugh, make them cry. And I don't take that lightly. So I just really look forward to doing more work with you, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thanks so much for having me on. And you can, my foundation, Duke, the DukeMediaFoundation.org. Go there, and I'll give you contact information for the people to help you put it together. Real Blow Duke for Twitter, and
I will put.
Facebook.
Let me put this. I'm going to put this up for you real quick, Mr. Duke. So the foundation is DukeMediaFoundation.org.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't want to make a mistake. So at my age, sometimes I forget little things sometimes. But excuse me, I'm going to go online right now and make sure I'm giving you the right information. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. While you're doing that, Mr. Duke, I'm going to show a quick clip. I want them to see. I'm going to show a quick clip. So, guys, this is the scene that made me think I can be an actor. This is the scene that made me look up to the great Bill Duke. Check it out.
Thank you.
Look here, I'm gonna have a talk with Mr. B in the morning. Straighten out that whole mess.
I didn't come here to talk, Lonnie. I came for the money.
Abdullah, You're gonna have to use that piece.
I am, huh? I forgot you was a house nigga for Mr. B. Protecting him this afternoon, and now you're protecting his money.
Come on, man. I don't give a shit about Mr. B's money. I'm protecting you. That's chump change, man. What you gonna do with it? You gonna buy you a revolution? You gonna solve all your problems?
You just give me the money, man.
You and I both know the jails are full of thousands of young men just like you. Is that what you really want? Come on, man. Give me the gun.
I don't want to kill you, Lonnie.
Abdullah, you don't have to. Give me the gun, man. Come on. Come on, man. Huh?
Man, don't make me.
Give me the gun. Abdullah. Oh, shit. Come on.
It's all falling apart, man.
Hey, come on.
It's all falling apart.
Yeah, it's all right. I know.
It's all falling apart.
Yeah. Yeah, I know just how you feel, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know I'm not crazy. But every day I have to come here and watch this cloud show, man. Sometimes just can't take it.
I know. I know. Hey, look. Hey, it's gonna be all right. Okay? We'll work it out. Together. Huh?
That was a young Bill Duke.
Yes, it was.
That was a young Bill Duke.
Young Bill Duke.
Man, I want to thank you for taking out your time, sir. And before we get out of here, I just want to mention a couple of great people that we lost recently. We lost Chadwick, and I'm not sure if you're familiar. I mean, I know you're familiar with it, but we just lost Anthony Chisholm as well. And what do you think has been the most important thing that you could leave for people to take away from who you are?
Pass it forward. Don't get amnesia. Pass it forward.
Man.
I'm gonna give you my social media stuff, okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I can put, because I want to put that up so people can get it. What is it now?
For Twitter, Real Bill Duke.
Real.
REALBILLDUKE. Same thing for Instagram. The username is Real Bill Duke.
So that's Twitter and Instagram.
Yes. And Facebook, just put my name in there and it takes you to different,
Okay. So Facebook. Okay. Facebook is simple.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Okay, cool.
Hey man, this was great, man. I really, first of all, proud of you for all you're doing and all you've done, and you continue to do and giving back. And we need more like you in our community, man. I'm serious. I'm not just blowing smoke. We need more people to do more for us, because my honest feeling is no one come to save us.
Yes, sir. Man. Yes.
And we keep talking, and yes, there are injustices. We talk about the system, it really exists, and the pipeline to prison, all that exists. But there's an old saying, whatever you blame, you empower. And Malcolm X said two things that I remember to this day. One, he said, no matter how good a football player you are, if the name of the game is baseball, you better get yourself a damn bat. And yes, the second thing he said, don't be playing checkers in a chess game. Learn how to play chess.
Yes, sir. Whole different set of rules.
Whole different set.
Cool. So Bill, I'm gonna have Sheldon reach out to your assistant because I want to get this shirt and this bracelet. I want to get this stuff over to you along with the motivational album. So I want to get those things to you, and I'm speaking it into existence. I know that I'm going to be working with you before it's all said and done,
You're
and
wonderful.
I was blessed to have a read with you over this whole COVID thing, and now um, I'm interviewing you on my show, which lets me know that I'm one step away from doing something big with Mr. Bill Duke. And I want to thank you for joining the Simeon Henderson Show. Continue to encourage, motivate, and inspire others to become successful. God bless you. From the friends and family of the Simeon Henderson Show, we appreciate you. We pay homage to you, brother, and we give you your flowers while you still here.
Thank
We
you,
really
brother.
thank you.
I
And
really appreciate
congratulations on becoming a, a member of Phi Beta
it.
Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Hey, it's a privilege and honor, and it's a great organization that's doing a lot of great things, and we want people to know about that. So God bless you, brother.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, and you have a great night. Everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. We're honored and blessed to have Mr. Bill Duke on the show. And as I finish up the show, he'll be gone, but we'll have his social media handles. It's at the real Bill Duke on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find him on Facebook by putting his name in. And also make sure you guys check out the Duke Media Foundation because Mr. Duke is doing some good in everyone's neighborhood. And also, I want to tell you this, Mr. Duke, when you're ready to do some things in Chicago, this is where I'm located, and
Oh,
I can definitely be a help with you. And I love what you did with Anna Ambucci and Nadia Sims, working with those young ladies.
they're wonderful.
Chicago.
They're wonderful. They're wonderful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our future. Our future.
Yes. And that's why you're paying it forward. And you practice what you preach. And that's
Thank you.
what makes you so powerful. So I
Thank you.
thank you. And like I say, be symbolic, simply your best, because being deeply rooted stimulates growth. I appreciate you, brother.
God bless you and thank you, man.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bill Duke.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, guys, you've been watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. I am super excited about the show tonight. I'm super excited about what's been going on. But we also have to make sure we give you the 5 things you need to know before you get ready to watch the debate. So I want to give you the 5 things you need to know, brought to you by our Chicago Fly Guy right here on the Simeon Henderson Show, Mr. Sheldon Smith.
I'm your Chicago Fly Guy, and these are the 5 things that you need to know right here on the Simeon Henderson Show. Number 5. Congratulations, Nicki Minaj, on delivering a healthy, bouncing baby boy. The rapper says she now has found everything that she's been striving for, and that is happiness. Congratulations, Nicki. Number 4. Reality show stars Candace Dillard and Monique Samuels got into it on the show, and man, it got ugly. Now fans are up in arms. They're either Team Candace or Team Monique. If the legal justice system has its way, Monique could face jail time. Number 3, comedian extraordinaire Leslie Jones says that she does not miss being on the SNL sketch comedy show. She says that the show was too restrictive and she could not be herself. Leslie, we'll look for you navigating the aisles on supermarket sweets. Number 2, you can't keep a good Braxton down. Yes, Tony Braxton lunged a tweet at David Adafeso, which Sister Tawanda Braxton chimed into. They both told David to leave their family alone. David is the ex-boyfriend of their sister Tamar, and things got pretty hectic between Tamar and David. The number 1 thing that you need to know is the MVP team LeBron and MVP team First Lady Michelle Obama have teamed together, and they are taking people to the polls. They are delivering masks. They are delivering sanitizer. They are even offering rides to the polls. Yes, the time is now for us to stroll to the polls. I am your Chicago Fly Guy, and these have been the 5 things that you need to know right here on the Simeon Henderson Show.
All right, everybody, you've been watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for all of your comments and your support for the show. If you'd like to be a guest on the Simeon Henderson Show, you can do so. And let's see if we can pop it up. If you'd like to be a guest, you can email us, and we will see if you have something interesting to talk about. I hope you guys have a great night. Make sure you check out the debate, and don't forget to vote. Also, I need you guys to support. I have my motivational album. It's coming out October 29th, and it is titled Believe. It's about believing in yourself, your abilities, and being the best you. And I also want you guys to make sure that you are supporting breast cancer survivors, angels, people that we've lost. And I want to give a big shout out to my family, as we just lost my uncle Robert Henderson. Just keep prayers up for the family. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. And also make sure you support Domestic Violence Month. This is also Domestic Violence Month. We have to support those being abused and those who are victims of domestic violence. Make sure that you guys support anyone that you know that's going through something. I want to give a big shout out to my sponsor. We're supporting against domestic violence. And make sure you guys check out Recon Credit Repair. If you want to change your life one credit score at a time, check them out, and they will help you change your credit scores. And I'm having a great time. Make sure you tune in to intellectualradio.com all week if you want to get some entertainment and some education and good news. Tune in to intellectualradio.com all week long, and make sure you tune in on Thursday to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. Shout out to my executive producer, Jamani and Amdi, my producer, Jose Perez, Sheldon Smith, Darren DeShazer, and everybody that supports the Simeon Henderson Show. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'm looking forward to next week. So next week, the 29th, it will be the release of the motivational album, Believe. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys get it, and make sure you guys have a great evening. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.